Hello YouTube, welcome back to my garage. I got a surprise today. Got some car parts in. Ordered this about 3 weeks ago. So not gonna hold on longer and just gonna start unboxing, show you what I got going on here. Alright, so here's what I got here. This is a Difflow 5-element rear diffuser. I got the rounded kind because I sometimes have to back out of driveways and still wanted that clearance. And I also got the aeroplates. So back up and show you. So right now I have the this is what the factory Lotus one looks like. I have a above diffuser exhaust, so usually the exhaust comes out right in the middle here, and this one has a like a homemade little panel riveted from the inside. It's seen some better days. There's a couple spots that kind of rubbed through because my exhaust hanger broke off and it was kind of sitting there rubbing on it. And honestly, just kind of wanted to get everything blacked out and have a little bit more aggressive look. I'll do a side-by-side comparison, but the aftermarket one I believe sticks out a little bit. We'll take this one down and put them side by side so you guys can see kind of how they are. But so I'll post some pictures, but if you're just looking at this from the side, the factory one doesn't quite reach the bumper, so it's in a little bit. And the aero plates kind of close off this area. I don't know if I got the right side here, but this kind of cutout goes around that suspension component. I'm gonna check the installation manual, but I believe basically you can buy these and still use the factory diffuser. You end up drilling holes and kind of riveting these. I might try to riv nut them so I can kind of take them off, but that's what I got. And this box came very well packed. There's a whole bunch of bubble wrap there, and don't have any damage to this, so it came pretty safe. So I'm gonna work on getting this off. So it only replaces the rear section, so this section stays. So I got a couple 13 millimeter. There's two of these. That are the main one, and then a whole bunch of 8 millimeter bolts. So all around. I do have the what do you call it? Rear panel delete. So you know, some of these holes go unused. Alright, here's a side-by-side of how they look like. So I'm gonna come to the side here. I tried to line them up. So the new ones, just a little bit longer. So these are pretty even, so you can see that that one comes out a little bit longer. Also, I like that it's flat black as well, and it's got the 5 elements. So so the stock one, seen some, let's see, kind of wore like a little hole here. That's from the exhaust hanging down, hitting it. And so I'm gonna put this one up and gonna figure out how to mount these aero plates. So they go like that. from the picture, it appears like they kind of go into this orientation right here, kind of hug this, and then you end up drilling a hole through a couple sections and then riveting them through. So I believe I got a rivet through the diffuser, otherwise if I connect these together I can't take anything out. So anyways, let me I think I got to transfer some of those clip hardwares on and get this new one up there and see what I'm going to do with this aeroplates on the side. All right, I got the new diffuser up there. Started fitting these plates on here and didn't come with any instructions. I think there's a YouTube video out there, but I pretty much looked at some pictures on how they do it. So this end goes like this. This will get drilled through and rivets. This ends up tucking under this. You loosen this bolt, tuck it under there, and and there's a crease in here. So what I end up doing is lining that up with the current crease, and it does kind of line up with everything. And I'll before I drill the holes, I'll make sure everything lines up. I did have a problem. So the way it was currently bent, if you line this up, there was a gap here, and you can see just because of the bend angle. So with this one, what I did, I end up like flattening it out, making a little bit more straight. And with that, this sits, nice and tight. Like it's, I don't think I need to install anything there after I put some rivets up here. That side's flat. So I'm gonna make sure there's nothing, everything's lined up right. You can kind of see how I continue on the factory crease onto there. I'm gonna leave these loose, make sure I line everything up, and then start putting some pictures of 3 rivets or so on each side. And that one I'm gonna take out and start bending it a little bit. I basically put it on the ground and kind of stepped on it to lessen that angle a little bit more straight. So let me start working on that. All right, YouTube. So what I did is I got a angle drill just because I have a lift here and I can't quite access that without an angle drill. I didn't want to go too far in, so I did some like a tape stop right there, and using a rivet gun, I drove a 1/8 inch diameter rivet up there. So I drove through both the end plate and then the new diffuser, and just drove 1 rivet through. I'm gonna do maybe 3 more or 2 more, definitely one right there, and I'll see how many I want to do in between there. But I decided to do the end here first and then make sure everything's lined up how I like it, and then finally just put it in there. But I just use a cheapo aluminum rivet gun. So I'm gonna finish that up here. All right, 3 rivets up there. Just put 2 at the end, 1 in the middle, and it's pretty solid. It's not coming out. And this end, although it's just kind of sitting with gravity is pretty tight too. The fit around the suspension is also pretty good. So now that I got the method down, I'm gonna do the other side, trying to get this on camera here. So I got that in there. It's nice and tight. It's nice and tight. This one's also nice in there. So yeah, that's the finished product. I think it's gonna look better once I get it out of the garage. So do a little side shot of it. You can see it does stick out a little bit more. I'll put the stats in there because they actually measure to tell you how much it sticks out more. Anyways, that concludes this series of video. I think it looks a lot better from the side view here. So do also like that it kind of covers the exhaust tip a little better here. All right, it's next day. A little better lighting in here. I want to show you guys the final product. So the fit is pretty good. The little plates over there, they end up fitting pretty good. Pretty happy with it. The like the color of the flat black looks a little bit more aggressive, and I also like that I don't have that covered hole in the middle. But that concludes this video. Nice little small project. I think took about like an hour, maybe an hour and a half to install this by myself. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and that will conclude this video.